Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 90. And for the next 10 episodes, only 90s kids will remember them.
Oh, gotta go chat. Hello, Fred. Hello, the Epic Editor. YouTube. Hello, Lewis. Hello, Ray. Hello, Nala. Hello, iOS. Hello, Valtov. Hello, Cowboy. Hello, everybody who is here. Also, special thank you to Robert, Samoan Stig, and Fred Bushi for the sponsors.
Thank you guys so much.
So, right off the bat, YouTube's got a new thing now.
Yes.
We had it last week because we were part of the beta, but apparently it's out of beta.
Yeah.
I don't know. It should probably still be in beta.
Probably,
but YouTube is just like Twitch now, and they have sponsors. So you can sponsor us, same thing as Twitch, $5 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little thing next to your name. Fred's got it. Right now, it's little Mario Maker Mario. That'll probably change because that is super copywritten.
Yeah.
But you also get the little Sonic guy. You get the little Sonic guy as an emote that you can use. We need 2 more sponsors so we can unlock 2 more emote slots. Because right now we only have 3. Once we get to 5,
who's gonna be?
We get 3 emotes, and I
Who's
would like to make
be?
more emotes. But thank you for being here. Thank you for doing that. Also, we're gonna have more stuff for sponsors eventually. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Right now, you just get the emotes. You in our Discord, there's a private chat for sponsors only.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're on my Twitch, you get added to that chat also. But as of right now, you're just gonna see your name come up. You might see some names come up eventually. You might hear some sounds weird if you're listening to the podcast. But those weird sounds are all people sponsoring us and stuff, and leaving super chats and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all for doing that. The reason why I say it should still be in beta is because I'm pretty sure that it only works on desktop and Android phones.
That seems like a big deal.
Doesn't work on iOS, so that's half of our audience right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can sponsor or even want to, you have to want to, I guess. In order
there's no pressure.
If you can't, or if it's too much hassle, don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You're not obligated to do it.
Your eyeballs mean more to us.
Yes. If you do it, this just means we like you more.
Yep.
Pretty much.
It's also just a nice way to support us on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that. And there we go.
A new sponsor, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. And it'll make a sound eventually.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to do it, right, computer?
Probably got to catch up.
You better catch up. That's Stream Tips. No. They changed their name to Streamlabs. Streamlabs. See, he's got a little thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mario Maker Mario. I got to change it. What do you want it to be? What should we do?
I don't know. It should be like us related, I feel.
I know. But what would we do?
I don't know.
Fred with the $2 super chat. Thank you for
He wants to hear the super chat.
Trying to make a sound, but now it's not working. Now I feel stupid. There we go.
There you go.
That's the sound of a sponsor, and then the super chat is the Sonic end theme.
Yeah.
When you beat a level, all of the emotes so far they're gonna be Sonic themed. I feel like we can get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the little badge.
New sponsor.
There we go.
Timodius.
Okay, no more sponsors. We hit the cap.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But thank you for sponsoring us.
Yes. Simone Stick says it works on iOS, but I had to get the YouTube gaming app and do it there. But I'm on normal YouTube app now, and it works.
He was the one I was talking about. He was like the second one. The first one was Fred. So yeah, there you go. YouTube gaming. The YouTube gaming app. If you're watching a live stream, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say. If you're doing anything else on YouTube, just use the regular YouTube app. But the YouTube gaming and the YouTube gaming website is fantastic for watching streams.
Especially now, since like they changed their whole GUI. The regular YouTube site for the regular YouTube site for live streaming, the chat is this big.
Yeah.
Like you can only see like 2 lines of chat. Yeah. It's terrible.
So thank you all for the support.
Yes,
and now there's more ways to support. This is more ways for us to give each other hugs.
Yes.
But of course, the best thing to do is to just subscribe, and watch a damn video.
Yes, share this video with a friend who likes to see 2 brothers talk about pop culture stuff.
Yes, and right off the bat, Will,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to talk about this. A while ago, it was learned that on the Switch itself, there is an NES emulator.
Yes.
Where that's all we knew.
Yes.
There's an NES emulator buried inside of the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it there? Everybody's like, oh, maybe it's a virtual console.
Well,
maybe it's,
yeah.
Maybe
it is a pretty big deal.
It's a big deal, and because there is no virtual console on the Switch,
Right,
that's why
but
this is a pretty damn
there
big
was
deal.
some proof that the Switch can handle NES games.
Yes. So now we are learning that it's not really a Switch, an NES simulator. It is, but
Yeah.
it's the game Golf.
Yes.
It's just the NES game Golf, and nobody knew why that was. I think a week ago we learned. No, a while ago we learned it was Golf. So
Yeah.
first we learned it was an NES simulator, then we learned it was a game called Golf, and about a week ago, there was some speculation that was pretty on point.
Yeah. People started to figure out how to access it. And
well, that was this week.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted this guy. I don't know this guy.
Justin Epperson.
Yeah, he said Golf is embedded in the Switch firmware, and JP Internet is calling it an Amamori or charm for Iwata. He coded the game himself.
Yeah.
So this is a Satoru Iwata game.
Satoru Iwata was the whatchamacallit? Was
CEO?
No. Well, yeah, he was the president of Nintendo, the fourth president of Nintendo, the first person not from the Yamauchi family to be president of Nintendo. He passed away a few years ago at the age of 55 after a battle with cancer. But he was the original programmer for Golf. He did it all all by himself. He managed to get all 18 holes onto an NES card, which everybody thought was impossible to do.
He was absolutely brilliant. He coded a lot of. He was a programmer for a lot of your favorite games.
Yeah.
What did he do for Pokemon? He did something like
Pokemon Gold and Silver. They were almost done with the game, and then Iwata said, you can fit the entire region from the first game on here. And they're like, no, you can't. Like, dude, that is impossible. Like, no, you can do it. Just give me a weekend. And in a week or two, he managed to put the entire map from Pokemon Red and Blue onto the cart for Gold and Silver, in addition to the stuff that was already there.
He is an absolute genius. And the Gaming Historian has an awesome video on him. It's pretty long, but it's a great little documentary about Satoru Iwata's life and his work at Nintendo and how important he was to all of your favorite games. But again, this guy added to his tweet, in Japanese culture, an amamori. In Japanese culture, amamori are bought at shrines for various reasons. If you keep one close to you, it will protect you or give you luck. So the idea is Nintendo embedded Iwata's game to watch over every unit, and that's effing me up real good right now. That man was loved. So that after that, people started to learn that this was an homage to Satoru Iwata.
Mm-hmm.
And once people learned that, they started to figure out how to access Golf. A bunch of hackers dug more into the code, and they started to learn that the game can only be accessed on June 11th or July 11th?
June 11th.
I'm on the Kotaku article.
Oh, July 11th.
July 11th. So it can only be accessed on the date July 11th. We don't know if it's just this year or next year.
Right. Well, July 11th is significant because that's the day Satoru Iwata passed away.
Yes. And now I'm a little skeptical of this, but everybody seems to be claiming this is legit.
Yeah.
If you take the on July 11th, if you take the Joy-Cons off and you do Satoru Iwata's little
Nintendo Direct directly to you motion.
Yeah, his directly to you motion a bunch of times. It takes a bunch of times to do it. But you do it enough times and eventually Golf will just load up. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Also, you can't just change the date.
No, apparently when you set up your Switch, it will sync with the internet and automatically keep the date and time accurate. Right. And you can't go back in and change it. There is a way when you're setting up your Switch to bypass that and do it manually. But that's the only time you can do it.
So if you have a brand new out-of-the-box Switch, don't connect it to the internet.
Right.
And try and set your date to July 11th and see if it works.
Yes.
Because you will be one of the only people who will be able to do that because you have a brand new Switch. I'm not about to go out and buy a Switch for $300 just to try this. I thought about it. I saw this and I was like, man, in order to do this, I need another Switch. Yeah. But I'm not doing that. So this is cool. I still like. This is so easy to fake,
Yeah.
but
I feel
everybody's reporting on it
I
as if
feel
it's
like
legit.
the fact that there's so many people coming out and saying like, no, this is true. Like we've been able to get it to work.
Yeah,
That just confirms the validity of it.
I think this is the motion. This is Satoru Iwata right there doing the motion.
Yeah.
This is an insane thing to embed.
This is crazy. Like, who thinks to do something like this?
Like, there's Easter eggs and whatnot, but like this is on every
This
single
is
console.
another
This
level,
is a whole game on a console that you can only access
this is
one
like
day a year.
Baked into the system software,
Yeah.
pretty much.
This is a big deal, and this shows you how much everybody loves Satoru Iwata, how important he was for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest thing that I saw this week. Ray asks how they find the NES in it. Can I get it?
I think the people who like hack and try to homebrew things, they were just like futzing around in the Switch's system software. First, they found the emulator.
Yeah, it was called something like Flog Emulator.
Yeah,
and nobody knew what that was until they figured out that it was the game
Golf.
It
Golf spelled backwards
yeah.
is Flog.
This thing was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I also just learned from the game. Did you know gaming? What was it? Mew was added to Pokemon Red and Blue or Green or whatever. By one of the programmers just added him without telling anybody.
Yeah,
he was not supposed to be in the game at all. So it's another little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, "Wow, what a legend!" Yep. Simone Six says, "If I finally get my Switch, you can use mine to see if it works." I would love to.
Yeah,
I would love to do that. I would love to try that out. I'd also love to play golf with them. Like, apparently, it has full motion controller support.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That is a very big deal.
They basically remade this game. Well, not remade, but they added stuff to this game. This is a brand new game.
So then, in that case, if they added motion control support to it, if there's an NES emulator built into the Switch, and that the game that's programmed into it has motion control added, what does this mean for when they eventually bring NES games to the Switch? Are they going to have motion controls built into it as well? Is it going to run, flawlessly because the emulator is baked into the console?
Now, I feel like it's just easy to add motion controls to a game like golf.
Probably.
Because it's very linear. You're just swinging the thing. So you know how hard you could swing it. There's no, it. And they've done this before.
Yeah.
So, with the Wii. So, I don't think we're going to see many NES games in Virtual Console with motion controls.
Right.
But they've done it, and it's possible. But I just don't. What other NES games would track and field like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't gift that. But yeah, that was the biggest news that I saw. Another Nintendo news that will blow through because not a lot happened.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
Okay.
And this is a really big deal. I don't think anybody realizes how big of a deal this is.
I'm listening.
Nintendo stock prices jumps after Switch game announcement from Tencent. Remember last week I said Tencent was the biggest games company in the world?
Yes.
And they had that game announcement that they're making a game for the Switch.
Yes.
And in America, everybody's like, "Oh, that looks weird." But in China, everybody's like, "Holy crap, this is a huge deal."
Yeah.
So this article is from GameSpot. It says Nintendo stock price jumped by more than 7% this week, which is good for me because I have stock. Apparently, in response to the news from that a game from Chinese internet giant Tencent is coming to Nintendo Switch. The company's multiplayer online game Arena of Valor was announced for Nintendo Switch during a Nintendo Direct, and it's due... Oh, don't give me a friggin' ad. And it's due out later this year. Sources told Wall Street Journal that investors are enthusiastic about the news because it, quote, could be a precursor to arrangements allowing Nintendo to sell the Switch and its mobile games in China. China, of course, is a massive market for gaming, and if Nintendo can have success in that region, that could end up being a big bottom line booster. Wall Street Journal also reported that Nintendo has been looking for ways to expand in China and is considering Tencent as a potential partner, according to sources. The insiders said Nintendo thought about bringing the Wii U to China, but backed away from this. You can read the Wall Street Journal report here. I think that's the end of. Oh no, there's more. Where are we?
Arena of Valor, which is known as Honor of Kings in other markets, is a free-to-play game. You can choose from 35 heroes, including roles like Tank, Mage, Warrior, and Assassin. A beta test of the game will launch this winter.
This is the important bit.
Yes.
After 15 years, China lifted its console ban in 2015. So for 15 years,
yes,
there were no consoles allowed in China.
They considered it a form of gambling.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
But they had mobile games.
Yes.
So you could play games on your phone. You just couldn't have a game console.
Yes.
So for 15 years, people only played games on their phone. That's why Tencent is so big, because they're a mobile game company. And now they're making a game for a console, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Sony, PlayStation 4, and Microsoft Xbox One brought their consoles to the country, but an issue that persists is that games must pass through China's Ministry of Culture to be approved for release.
That's a big pain in the ass for people, especially because Hollywood now is trying to do everything they can to get movies in China, because it's the second largest market and growing.
What's the first? America?
Yeah, but like China is like in the next year or so, China's gonna be number one.
Yeah, China. That's a huge market for media. Period.
But the problem is the Ministry of Culture is like they only allow a certain amount of like foreign movies in per year, and those foreign movies have to pass like a whole lot of rigors and tests and stuff. If it wasn't co-financed by a Chinese production house, if it's 100% made in another country, that movie has to do like so many things. It's got to be censored up the wazoo. It helps if it has like China positive scenes and messaging in it. Like for Iron Man 3, they added an entire subplot about his doctor from China.
Yeah, I remember
just to get it into China.
And he was in it for like a second.
Yeah.
In America, but in the Chinese market, there was like a whole.
It's like a whole
story.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that.
Apparently, it's garbage.
Yeah, I could imagine. It's literally just filler.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a big market, and plus Tencent is a Chinese company, so they are going to pass through the Ministry of, what is it called?
Ministry of Culture.
Ministry of Culture.
Yeah, Tencent will.
Yeah, Tencent will have no problem doing that. I'd also like to say this guy is really good on Twitter. ZHugeEX.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Forget your Doom, forget your Mario, forget all other games. It's Arena of Valor that is the biggest game on the Switch right now." He said this article goes into Arena of Valor on Switch could actually mean for both Tencent and Nintendo. So he's just linking to the same Wall Street Journal article. So this is a big deal. You don't have to play the game. You don't have to be into weird Chinese games. The big deal here is just that Nintendo is going to make boatloads of money.
Yes.
And that means they could do more stuff here in America. That means more good games that we will be interested in.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not interested in Arena of Valor. I'm not interested in playing it. But I'm interested in what it could mean for Nintendo in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to lead the pack in China.
Yeah.
If they get Tencent on. And like you said, second biggest market, gunning up to be the first. That's just going to spread.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you already see it now. All these developers are looking at the Switch and going at it hard because they know that it's a big deal.
Yeah. Especially if you get Doom and Wolfenstein.
That's insane.
Apparently, there's rumor that Final Fantasy 15 is coming.
Yeah.
To Switch.
But people don't know if it's going to be that weird mobile one, which I don't think.
No, I think like actual Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Put it on the Switch and I'll play it.
Yeah.
AJ asks, I wonder if golf will be one of the games with online multiplayer added with Switch Online.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're supposed to say online multiplayer coming to NES and SNES games.
They said that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when they launched either the virtual console or the whole... No, it was supposed to be part of like their subscription service where you get a game or two for free. Mm-hmm. Online support was going to be added. Now the whole like their Netflix style thing, I think that's carries over.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love everything that's happening. Hopefully they'll have cloud saves.
Yeah.
and
ability to use more than one SD card and transfer purchases.
Just a better account system.
Yeah.
Blah blah. Mr. Brackarock. I know one of the culture issues is no ghosts. Movies with ghosts are never
Yes.
brought into China.
Yes, that is true. The Ghostbusters movie from like a year or two ago was banned in China because it had ghosts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, apparently, like they had to work really hard to get Star Wars in China.
Oh, We Play, You Watch says it was censored on all consoles except PC.
They're talking about South Park.
Oh, South Park.
Yeah.
I was gonna say China probably had PC games.
Yeah,
It's just consoles.
yeah,
Before I said they only had mobile games, but I forgot about PC.
yeah.
I often forget about
I know.
PC.
Nintendo re-released the N64 in China as the IQ player. That was like a plug-and-play device. We had to focus. Okay. Yeah, if you look up the IQ player, Nintendo re-released the N64. It was really just a controller you plug into your TV, so you can play N64 games on it. And that was like the only video game system they had in China for a long time.
That was probably the last one.
Yeah, I think like bootlegs were big though in China.
Yeah.
Well, a bootleg of everything is big in China.
All right. What else do we got here?
I threw some things in the keep. Big trailer day today.
All right. What happened? Slap one on me.
All right. Let's just start with the top. There was the Tomb Raider trailer.
Oh my God.
So we finally get the trailer for the new Tomb Raider reboot, starring Academy Award winner Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft.
Who is she?
Am
I supposed to know her?
Probably. I forgot what she won. I think she won the Oscar for the Danish girl, but she was the main robot from Ex Machina. She was one of the female leads in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and now she is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
I like her.
Yes.
She is very pretty.
She is very pretty. She's a very good actress.
This movie does not look good.
This movie bothers me a lot.
Like, so video game movies, never a good idea.
Right.
This looks like they did everything exactly wrong. It looks like they're trying to make this a stereotypical video game movie. That's what it looks like.
The trailer, it looks like it's relying on like iconography from the game, because like there's the part where she's like jumping across the dilapidated plane, she's jumping off the boat, she's on the island, she's like running through a tomb and like sliding under things, but it doesn't understand why all that stuff is there, why it's important, what it means, or anything like that. The music in the trailer really bothered me, because it made it sound like this is like some upbeat action movie, and this is based on the newer Tomb Raider games, and those aren't exactly like happy-go-lucky, like upbeat games.
Yeah.
The first Reboot is essentially a survival horror game, and the second one is like a very dark, Indiana Jones style game. So, this looks like it's more in line with the classic style Tomb Raider. Right down to at the very end, I don't know if you caught this, but at the very end when Nick Frost is like, oh yeah, guns, because it's a crazy world out there, and she's holding up 2 pistols and her hair is braided, and she's like, yeah, I'll take 2. That's classic style Lara Croft. That's not, modern bow and arrow Lara Croft. So like right now you have 2 clashing styles of Lara that like they don't work for a reason. Classic Lara and modern Lara, they keep them separate for a reason. They're 2 completely different characters.
I feel like they were a little bit worried to do the new Laura because I mean they're not sure how people. They want people to have. They want the nostalgic factor,
right?
But also, new Laura is a whiny little bitch until she becomes a badass.
Yeah,
So you have to watch her evolve into this like awesome, like heroic figure,
right?
So if they go full speed ahead to new Laura, you have to show her being this not cool character until she becomes a cool character,
right?
And it's gonna make her look bad in the trailers,
right? But I mean, like either that part's from the end, in which case they spoiled the nice little wink to the audience, or that part
is absolutely from the end,
or at some point in the beginning where you basically the characterization of the character is off. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, yeah, I think what it looks like to me from the trailer is that she's going to she's going to be out of her element and then all of a sudden immediately be a badass.
Yeah.
And like that's just not how new Laura is.
No.
She develops
Yeah.
this stuff. And like when I played the reboot or whatever,
Yeah.
it kind of felt like she fell into it a little fast.
Yeah. No, she definitely did.
But and like I didn't like how certain game mechanics were locked behind that, like the hook thing, the melee attack. You couldn't melee attack until, but
yeah,
I thought it was cool to add that into the story where like you have to learn, you have to rewire yourself to be okay with stabbing somebody in the neck.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So this is Laura's story, is that she's rewiring herself to learn how to kill people and be okay with it.
Yeah.
And that is the story that this should be, not this weird like big blockbuster like sliding under like booby traps and slow motion action stuff. No.
Yeah, no.
It should be the story of a person trying to learn how to be a malicious killer.
Yeah, and
that's what it should be.
It just doesn't look like it. This is it.
No.
I mean, this looks like it could just be nothing more than the Angelina Jolie style. Laura
It looks
Croft movies.
exactly like that.
Just more in the woods. So
yeah. So I'm not
looking forward to that.
I'm not looking forward to that. And like people are saying in the chat, the poster is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's really strange why they went with this poster.
Somebody had to approve this.
Yes.
So her neck obviously is the most glaring problem with this poster.
Oh yeah.
She looks like a Camino alien.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how people look.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Also, her boob. Let's. This is a little more subtle, but her boob would be covered by her bicep.
Yes.
But they had to put it in.
They like poked it out
because, of course, it has to be in the shot, right?
Right.
It has
of
to be
course.
in the shot.
Yeah.
They couldn't
Even
just
though
turn her another couple of degrees.
Yeah.
They had to extend her chest to have her boob pop out.
Even though when they redesigned Laura, they went out of their way to give her like a modest bust size and not
like an actual person's bust size.
And not like the monstrosity that she had.
Yeah. So like as a like with a comic book artist's eye, I would absolutely do the same thing. But you either turn the body a little more, or really the most glaring thing is the neck.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem right here. But I mean, this is everything about this screams overproduced nonsense. So that's our thoughts on the Tomb Raider.
Yep. What do you guys think? Ray Bartlett, 0 out of 10, no triangle boobs. There you go.
Yeah, is there going to be a nod to triangle boobs?
Oh, God.
Boss Man, what if they made a Mario movie?
They did.
They did.
They sure did.
I want to rewatch that. It's been a while.
Yeah, we should do like a commentary on like a commentary track for that movie.
Yeah. Is it on Netflix?
Maybe.
We should call up Netflix, be like, yo,
put Super Mario Brothers movie on there.
Reading the chat here, trying to read the chat here.
Yeah.
This would be so much easier if we had more sponsors. I could just look at the sponsors and see what they're saying. Mazzillo says the trailer looks so bad. It absolutely did look bad.
The music is like really like weird to me, like the musical choice, because it doesn't fit, anything I know about.
What is it? What is the music?
It was like how did I describe it? It was like
perfect.
Yeah,
I totally know what you're saying.
Watch if you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like sounds. I don't want to say it sounds like a clock ticking. But like it kind of has like that same like rhythm to it.
I saw a YouTube video the other day
Yeah.
that talked about how some movie scores have that ticking or
Right.
whatever. Also, the what do they call it? There's a word for it, but Hans Zimmer uses this. Who's Christopher Nolan's?
Hans Zimmer.
It is Hans Zimmer. He does this thing where it sounds like the notes are always going up. It sounds like they're just constantly going up, but it's a trick where it's like a chord, and the chord just starts over. It like blends into itself. And it's just an endless ladder going up, and they also do it in the endless staircase in Mario 64.
Yeah.
Thought that was cool. Oh, new sponsor, Tyler.
Oh, thank you, Tyler.
Thank you so much, Tyler Hawley. Do people want us to say their full names? I feel weird. I don't know. I feel like that's, people do it all. Like I see other YouTubers doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like
well,
it's public. They're making it public.
I'm assuming if that's his,
actually,
YouTube...
it's gonna be on screen.
Yeah. I was gonna say if that's his YouTube tag, then I guess he does.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you for being a sponsor.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Wulff Den. What are we gonna do? This is all new to us.
Yeah, we got to figure something out.
Yeah. Welcome to you're a bro now.
Yeah. Bro fist and
no, you can't do that.
Can't do that. Yeah, no, that's he's in hot water.
Megan Elizabeth has a great segue. What about the Punisher trailer?
Oh, that was my next trailer I was going to talk about. So I just watched the Punisher trailer before I came over tonight.
It is very good.
It is very good. I am so behind on all the Marvel Netflix stuff. Haven't seen Daredevil season 2. Haven't seen Luke Cage. Haven't seen Defenders. Tried getting through Iron Fist because I heard it was bad, and it is. But I am stoked for the Punisher. He's one of my favorite characters, and this looks like it is the Punisher. The best kind of Punisher, the Punisher that just does not give an F about anything or anyone. He has lost all compassion and is just one man driven to finish his mission no matter the cost.
I have not seen a single Netflix series, period. I haven't seen a single Marvel show
on Netflix.
Yeah, or anywhere, period. Right. So I think I might start with the Punisher.
I don't know how important, because he was debuted in Daredevil season 2.
Yeah,
and I think he's in the Defenders. I don't know how important those are to the Punisher, his solo series.
Here's the way I look at it. Mm-hmm. I jumped on 24 at like season 6, and I was like cool with it.
Yeah,
you know. So I'm gonna do that again because the Punisher looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
So I can't. A lot of people were talking about because they use a Metallica 1.
That's what
in the trailer.
What's her name just said in the chat? That's what Megan just said.
Yeah.
The synced gunfire with the music was cool.
It was cool.
That has another musical name that I totally blanked out and forgot.
Here's two things with that. One, it really should have been Nothing Else Matters because nothing else matters. Just finishing the mission. 2, Megadeth has a song about the Punisher.
Oh, man.
Called Holy War, The Punishment Due.
Damn. Now
so,
that's like a conflict of interest.
Yes,
right there.
Because if you know anything about Metallica and Megadeth, you know that for the longest time, they didn't really get along with each other.
Marvel just chose sides.
Yeah, Marvel just chose... Yeah,
Damn.
Marvel is really screwing up with their music choices. When Jon Favreau directed Iron Man, it was perfect. They had Black Sabbath's Iron Man and Iron Man. They had AC/DC's War Machine in Iron Man 2. And now, nothing. Just screwing up left and right. There's still time to put God of Thunder in Thor. Still time for that. But, you know.
I understand because it could be cheesy.
Really? Like,
yes. It could absolutely be cheesy.
You've seen like a Marvel movie, right? They're okay.
It's a fine line.
It's a fine line.
They have to do it really well.
Right. And I think they've, got it down to a science right now. They've been doing this for like almost 10 years. So if DC started doing it, then yeah, it would have been awful. But
I think the synced gunfire was great. It reminded me of Baby Driver. Have you seen Baby Driver?
I have not seen Baby Driver.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah, Edgar Wright's very good at syncing to music.
There was all of Baby Driver was basically a giant music video that just every song just went right into another one, and all of the shootouts were on beat. It was awesome. So it reminded me of that. but of course a little bit more badass. And there's
Yes.
there's a shot in the new Punisher where he shoots a guy in the knees and then shoots him in the head, and everybody on Reddit was like, that is the John Wick move right there. Shooting the legs and then shooting the head.
Well, John Wick would first like jump on him and then shoot him 100 times in the
Oh, yeah.
shoulder.
That's what I do in video games. I kind of aim low.
Yeah.
And then I go up. I'm also not good at video games.
Yes. And then of course the trailer for Jumanji 2, Welcome to the Jungle, dropped today. It still looks like Jumanji.
It's Jumanji 2?
Yes.
I thought it was just a read.
No, I'm assuming you didn't see the trailer.
Not the new one.
Not the new
I
one.
saw the last one.
Yeah, no. I mean, The Rock has been saying like, it does Robin Williams justice and the original movie justice. And in this trailer, it starts with them talking about the board game.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're making it more clear that this is connected to the original Jumanji story in some way.
So here's my question.
Yes.
You have this. You're a board game manufacturer. You're Mattel or whoever makes board games. You make a game that has mystical powers that sucks kids into it. How do you make a video game after that? Who's gonna let you make a video game?
I don't know. I'm sure they'll explain it in this movie because modern movies over-explain everything.
Also, what console is this video game on? I forgot what they were playing.
It looks like some retro,
just as generic retro.
Generic retro console. Yeah.
Okay. Cartridge based.
Yes. 4 players.
Okay.
So we can assume like N64 era.
Okay. I feel like that controller would be really obvious to see.
Yeah.
That N64 controller. Because with 4 players, you might what is that thing called that you plug into the Super Nintendo?
The multi-tap.
Multi-tap. You need a multi-tap for 4 players. Interesting.
Yeah,
it looks like trash.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna see it because The Rock's in it.
Anything that The Rock's in, you know what you're getting. You're getting like a fun, dumb movie. So, I mean,
which is fine with me. Like,
it's not gonna be like something you're gonna want to see in like a year from. You're not gonna want to buy it on Blu-ray and like keep it
for
in your
the
collection.
2 hours I'm watching it. I know that Dwayne Johnson has enough charisma to just make it okay.
Him and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
There was also a thread on Reddit that I saw before that said, "What? Hold on, I gotta pull. I took a screenshot of it.
Okay.
It said, "What is a movie that you didn't think was gonna be good but is good? What movie is unexpectedly brilliant?" The top comment. Guess what it is? Give me like 2 guesses. What do you think it is?
Probably one of the Fast and Furiouses.
No,
Okay.
that wasn't in the thread at all. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't see it anywhere.
I don't know.
I think 90s.
90s.
Yeah.
That you didn't think was going to be good, but was brilliant.
Unexpectedly brilliant.
Unexpectedly brilliant. Speed?
I'm pretty sure this is the 90s. I'm not even sure now. The original Tremors.
That was 1990. Yo. Original Tremors.
top comment.
The original Tremors is like one of my favorite movies.
We used to watch that all of the time growing up.
It was so good. I love that movie. And I think Tremors 2 is, one of the most underrated films imaginable.
So I'm going to read the comment underneath it. Original Tremors is actually one of the most perfectly paced movies ever made. The practical effects are amazing, and if it weren't for a few weird composite shots, the movie would be flawless. And for some reason, a few weird composite shots is crossed out. Then another comment says, it's a perfect example of how the execution of a movie can matter more than the subject matter.
Yes.
Giant worms that detect... If you don't know anything about Tremors, I'm going to learn you something. Giant worms that detect vibrations is a silly monster movie. Tremors is so effing well made, it's crazy. Every plot point is set up, every joke. The practical effects are fantastic, like when the graboid, that's the giant monster, bursts through the basement and there's a shot of an actor dropping a gun on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
It goes from actor dropping a prop gun to tiny model to 1/8 shot as it pans to the graboid.
Mm-hmm.
Highly, highly recommended.
Yes.
So I guess that means there's a shot that has
three different... I know exactly what he's talking about. Like, Bert, the Michael Gross's character, Bert, throws his gun on the floor. It's an action of him throwing it. Then it's the gun on the floor. Then it like whip pans over to the miniature of the graboid, and then it cuts back to him going to the cabinet to get another gun, and it all happens so fast. It all looks seamless and like it's actually happening in real time, but it's not.
And there's 3 different sets, pretty
Yes.
much. There's the actual size, then there's a miniature, and then there's an 1/8 scale.
Yes.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's
It's
crazy.
nuts. It's dudes, like seriously. I think you can buy like the Tremors 4-pack, which is the first 4 Tremors movies on Blu-ray for like $10. Do it. You get 2 great movies and 2 not so great movies, but it's okay. It's like buying Aliens.
So the movie is somewhere in a desert town.
Perfection, Nevada.
These giant worm monsters are underground,
Yeah.
and they seek vibrations. They just come out from the ground and
Yes.
eat people, and that's the whole movie.
Now, I was looking up to see if Super Mario Brothers is not on is on Netflix, and it's not. But the last time I checked,
Tremors is.
no, Tremors 5 is, and I haven't seen that yet. And I know that Tremors 6 is coming.
Is it really?
Yes. Not only that. Now, are you ready?
All right.
Okay. So let me just say,
Hope you guys are enjoying Wulff Den
go on
Live,
to a
episode
tangent.
90.
The Tremors episode. So there are 5 Tremors movies: Tremors, Tremors 2, Aftershocks, Tremors 3, Back to Perfection, Tremors 4, In the Beginning, which is a western, and Tremors,
I haven't seen that.
Tremors 5, Bloodlines. The only actor who is in all of them is Michael Gross's character, Burt Gummer, played by Michael Gross in all of them. He's great. There was a television show on Sci-Fi, also with Michael Gross in it, called Tremors the Series. It was interesting. They're going to make another Tremors TV show. This time, Kevin Bacon,
No.
who was the star of the original Tremors, is back.
He's got nothing else better to do?
Dude, at this point, if you're Kevin Bacon at this day and age, why not?
Oh my god.
He's not going to do Footloose, the TV series. Nobody will watch that.
On screen is a bunch of pictures from Tremors. My old band had a song called Tremors.
That's right.
And it had nothing to do with Tremors, but
Yeah.
we called it that anyway. This movie was a favorite
Oh, yeah.
here in the Wulff household.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
you know what? I had the audio off for the computer, so all of the sounds for people subscribing wasn't coming up. So now sounds will come up. I'm sorry that they weren't there before.
There you go.
Sorry about that
yeah.
tangent. Anybody else care about Tremors? Somebody's talking about how the Emoji Movie was just great.
One of these days, I'm going to see that movie. I'm not going to pay for it, but I'm going to see it.
No, surprisingly, nobody's saying anything about Tremors.
No, I'm getting some Tremors.
Samoan Steak says Tremors is Jaws on land. It is.
It is.
It is.
Viper 3579. There are 6 Tremors movies. Last I checked, I believe the 6th isn't out yet. Like it's in production.
Dude, I don't know. There's only 2. There's only 2.
There's
Tremors
only 2.
movies.
Yeah. It's like Terminator. There's only 2.
The part where they have to jump between the rocks.
Yeah.
That is like a classic movie moment.
Yeah. But yeah.
Fred says, "I'm so excited. This episode is giving me tremors." Oh boy.
Good one.
All right, what else do you got?
Well, speaking of Terminator, because like I said, there's only
speaking of Terminator.
because I said there's only 2 good ones,
All right,
like Terminator.
go on.
But James Cameron now has the rights to Terminator again, and he's determined to fix
Yay.
it.
Yeah.
He's teamed up with Tim Miller, who directed Deadpool, to try and fix Terminator. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger's back because, of course, he is. Linda Hamilton is now apparently signed on to be in the movie too.
Who the hell's that? I don't even know. That.
Sarah Connor.
Oh, that's a big deal.
That's very important.
That's a big deal.
So it's like the whole movie franchise is about her and her son, and she's not in 3 or Salvation or any of the other ones. She's in Genesis, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, she's agreed to come back and reprise her role.
What is the excuse for him being old?
I don't know.
You've seen them all, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, in Genesis, the excuse is he's aging, like because it's living tissue, so it like ages as the years go on.
That's a great excuse.
So I mean, I don't know what Cameron's gonna do with his new Terminator movie. I don't think time travel is gonna be a big part of it because he himself just said time travel is just an excuse to get them to the past.
Right.
because it's not really about that, which I think like a lot of the Terminator post T2 have like forgotten about.
Right.
So that'll be good to see. It'll be nice to see the real Sarah Connor back, like doing whatever she's up to in this day. Maybe it is Judgment Day, maybe she survived, maybe the weird alternate ending from T2 happened where it's like all sunny and bright and crap. But
You're a bit of a Terminator fan.
I do love the Terminator.
You've held on for quite a while. Those movies are not good anymore.
No, they're not. I mean,
So what is there? There's Genesis and then 3? Is that it?
no, it's Terminator, the
Okay.
Terminator, Terminator 2 Judgment Day,
Yes.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines,
Okay.
Terminator Salvation,
Yes.
Terminator Genesis.
Okay, so there's 3 after the good ones.
Yes. So Terminator Rise of the Machines is not good. It's a PG-13 movie, like pretending to be an R-rated movie. The only like good thing.
Is that the one with Christian Bale?
No,
Okay, Genesis is the one with Christian Bale.
no.
God damn it.
The only good part of Terminator 3 is like the end.
Mhm.
When like Schwarzenegger gets corrupted and like he's gonna kill John Connor. John Connor like creates a logical paradox in his brain, so like he shuts down, and then they have to fly to a secret base. The Terminator beats the evil Terminator. That was the one with the woman Terminator. Terminator 3.
Okay.
And they get to the secret base and they're like, "Hey, where is the rest of the military?" And then Judgment Day happens. The world blows up. Everybody dies, and just John Connor and his wife and a couple of other people survive.
Okay.
That was the only good part of Terminator 3.
Okay.
Everything else was kind of crap. Terminator Salvation
That's the one
with Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Where
And
he
that-
loses his mind.
that takes place loses his mind in real life.
Yeah.
That takes place immediately after 3 when the world is
This takes place like a
over?
few years after 3 when the world is over. It's like desert wastelands and all this and that. There's a really good movie somewhere in Terminator Salvation.
yeah.
Like people think that's like the worst of the franchise. I hold out like wholeheartedly that somewhere in that movie is a great movie. The problem is they put all this other junk on top of it
yeah.
that like buries all like the good ideas and the good plot points. It's bogged down with so much crap that didn't need to be there. But it was almost there. And the Terminator Genesis is just hot shit.
Yeah.
It's awful. Like, you thought the franchise was dead before, this killed it.
Which one is the one that explains his accent? Is it that
That's
one?
a deleted scene from 3.
Okay, because I saw that's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's basically it's Arnold Schwarzenegger speaking with a really bad Southern accent,
Mm-hmm.
and he's modeled after some army general or something.
Yeah.
And that guy has a really bad Southern accent, so they're like, oh man, we gotta do something about that accent. So then one of the designers has like a Scandinavian accent.
Austrian
accent. And he freaking
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
James in the chat says Terminator 2 is the best one.
Yes.
And I would agree.
I will say this, and this is controversial, but there was a Terminator TV show called Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
I've heard other people screw up saying that.
Yes.
It's not an easy
hard
thing
to
to
say.
say.
That show, when it was good, was very good.
Mhm.
Problem is, a lot of boring episodes.
Mhm.
Only lasted 2 seasons, though.
I'm okay with the show. A lot of people say this about The Walking Dead. It's boring. There's a lot of boring stuff.
Yeah.
But if there's payoffs, I'm all for that.
Yeah, no, this Sarah Connor Chronicles, when it paid off very well. Problem was, season 1 was a little short. Season 2 was longer, but like there was just a lot of like filler episodes. It ended like very bleakly because like John Connor gets sent to the future. Nobody knows who he is. They never heard of John Connor before.
Damn.
Yeah,
And is that even canon? Any of that canon?
none of it's canon.
Well, I mean, the whole canon is screwed up.
Yeah.
There's so many different timelines.
yeah,
Nathan P says, I didn't hate Genesis. And El Bardo says the girl actor from Terminator Salvation came to my school and everybody yelled, "You suck." LOL.
Oh, wait, which girl actress? Was it Moon Bloodgood? Because she's got a cool name.
That's an awesome
I
name.
know, right? If it was Bryce Dallas Howard, that's okay. You want to piss my mother-in-law off? Talk about Bryce Dallas Howard.
Why?
She hates her.
Did she meet her in real life?
No,
really?
I just think it's hysterical.
Oh.
I don't care why. I just think it's hysterical.
Viper says T2 is quite possibly the best sequel ever produced, and that is true.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One of, if not the, it's up there. James Cameron not only did Terminator 2, but also Aliens. Both are considered the best sequels ever made.
I think what people are forgetting is that Tremors 2 exists.
Yes. Absolutely.
Another fantastic sequel. Now they have legs. Ooh. And they can come up from the... Okay, anyway.
Yeah, all right, moving on.
We got to unbox them, Will.
Let's do it.
Where is it? So knife me, Will.
Knife. There you go.
This is a cool thing, and it's actually Nintendo related. Finally, we could talk about Nintendo stuff again.
All right.
Picked this up today. It's very cool. Something a lot of people want for their Switch.
Really?
I'm excited about it, and it's a lot cheaper than I was expecting.
I wonder what it is.
I'm gonna stab myself. All right. Here, take your knife back before I kill myself.
It's your
here.
knife, but okay.
Does this say something on it? Blue. Do I have to read this? Here, take this and see if I have to read it. I'm gonna zoom in on myself here. So this is a battery case for the Switch.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there it is.
Dear Wulff Den, thank you for agreeing to... this is just a letter from the company thanking us for agreeing
What's the company?
Z-Tech.
Z-Tech. The link is in the description. It's
The-
got a USB port on the side.
Ooh.
It has a USB-C and it has a USB mini, which I guess is to charge it. Or a
Yes.
micro. That's a micro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a micro.
That's
Yeah, there it is.
interesting. I want to take a look at that.
I'm gonna have to use this and report back later.
Yeah.
But where's my Switch? Ugh. I break out my Switch, which, by the way, this is the one that if you haven't seen my video this week, this is the one that I made Famicom, and I absolutely ruined it by scraping the thing off the back.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to repaint that or something. But let's slap it in here and see what happens. Yeah. I got too much shit going on here.
Now this is interesting. You said it's not that expensive?
No, it's $40. It's a pre-order now though. It's not actually out.
It says according to this letter, we will be launching an introductory price of $49.99 with the free carry case included. Deliveries will begin in late September.
They also apparently are making a version that doesn't have the carrying case. I
Okay.
actually kind of don't want the carrying case.
Yeah.
That's not as bad.
The carry
as that.
case is fine if don't want to damage the
It's
screen.
a little important because you can use it as a kickstand.
Yes.
I don't really know how to do it though.
You gotta fold it some weird way.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
this is it. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that gonna do it? Nope.
No.
I'm doing something wrong. Somehow you can use it as a kickstand.
Yeah.
But
Now I remember there's an Indiegogo a while ago for like for something similar to this. It was really high quality. It had like an extra SD card slot in there as well, and USB-C on the side. No, this.
But
And
that was $90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for $50, almost half that, you get the same thing.
And this is an actual product, and there it is charging. No, it's not.
It's probably not charged.
No, it is. Oh, I didn't turn it on.
Oh, there you go.
I think. I don't know. Oh, console battery 100%.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it is charging. So there you go. That's cool.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. And it's an actual product. The other thing's still an Indiegogo. Also, another concern people are probably going to have is that the vents are covered up.
Oh, yeah.
There is an airflow, they told me. There's an airflow at the bottom.
Okay.
So it redirects the air coming out the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that's going to work
Yeah.
because it's not going straight out the back. But that's something I'll have to test and see.
Yeah.
I'll probably see how long I can play Breath of the Wild on or something.
It says here, 10,000 milliamp battery makes it the most powerful battery case for the Switch and can quadruple your on-the-go game time. Phone charging capabilities, you can charge your Switch and other devices at the same time meaning you don't need to juggle around multiple power banks. So that's what the USB port is for.
Oh, that's
You can
really
charge
cool.
your phone and your Switch at the same time.
That's really cool.
Include a screen protector, a multi-angle kickstand with the ability to play on any surface once we figure out how to work it.
Yeah, does it tell you how to do it?
This is just an introductory letter.
Yeah, we didn't get an actual box.
The ability to charge the Z-Tech battery case with your own Nintendo Switch USB-C power adapter or using the micro USB charger. Attaching the Switch is simple with no fiddly buttons or complicated mechanisms. Their words, fiddly.
Fiddly buttons. Yeah, I'll have to use it and report back. I'll probably actually put it in an actual video.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have no idea how to use the kickstand.
We'll figure it out and we'll let you know.
That's cool. All right, there's that. Now here it is. You don't even need a kickstand. Look at that.
There you go.
Play like that. Yeah, zoom me out.
All right.
Yeah, link is in the description if you want to pre-order that or even just look at it. I don't know when it comes out. Did it say in the thing?
Said
Must not be too far out because this is a finished model right here.
Yeah, deliveries will begin in late September. So they're probably taking orders now.
There you go. $40 really ain't bad, but it better be good.
Yeah, it's $50,
again,
but
we're not paid to do any of this. They just sent it to us, and what'd you say, 50?
50.
I thought it was $40.99.
$49.99.
$49.99.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I've read it right here.
I think on Amazon it's $40.99. I'm pulling it up right now. Or our link doesn't have the actual thing. $44.99 with $5 shipping. So you're right.
Yeah.
It's $50. So yeah. We'll see if it's good. Looks promising.
Yep.
Live to Rock says, Will, do you agree on the war of the jokes and riddles?
I have not been reading that.
Being not good. Do you agree on it being
not good?
Yeah.
Ooh, I haven't heard that. I heard it's excellent so far. I'm like behind on everything Rebirth right now. I'm keeping up as best I can. I just started reading Metal. Yo.
I heard that's good.
Metal's good.
Before we go any further, Will,
Yes.
I have to read the
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
I like that better than my little jingle.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
It sounds like On the Spot.
It's Welcome to the Terror Dome by Public Enemy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I know that's sampled from something else, but I know it as Welcome to the Terror Dome.
So, Will, Commissioner Gordon. Well, Batman, you saved the day again, Batman. Hey, are you going to just throw away that big giant penny?
Yeah.
So, Batman's got a big giant penny in his Batcave, and it's because of something he did in like the 60s, right?
50s. Okay. 50s? Do you want to know the whole?
Yeah, please give me the origin of the big giant penny in Batman's Batcave.
I forget which issue because who cares? But he was fighting a villain called the Penny Plunderer, and during that fight, if I remember correctly, they tied him to a big penny, and they were gonna crush him by flipping the penny. But Batman survived, and he kept the penny as a memento.
And the thing is that it's always in his Batcave.
Yes.
It's even now.
Yes. Here's an interesting thing, because this is going to segue into something else. In the episode Almost Got Him of Batman the Animated Series, where like the villains are all sitting around the table playing poker, Two-Face tells the story of how he almost killed Batman. And it's that story, the Penny Plunderer. They just replaced the Penny Plunderer with a better villain.
Wait. Is that the one that they do in like a 60s style?
No. That was a completely different episode. Almost Got Him is like they're in a bar and they're just sitting around the table playing poker, and they're all telling the stories about how they almost...
I remember that.
Yeah. The reason why I'm talking about a segue into that is apparently, I'll put this in the keep, somebody made a board game out of that episode.
Oh wait, here it is. Oh, here's the screenshot of the episode. Somebody made a board game
out of that episode. The whole plot of this board game. Get this out of the way. Put it in the keep for you.
Thank you so much.
So the whole plot of the episode is all the villains are playing poker, but at the end of the episode, twist, spoiler alert for a 25-year-old TV show, Killer Croc winds up being Batman. And it was a sting operation.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where this is going.
So this game, it's like a werewolf type game where you're all you're a villain from the TV show, but one of you is Batman.
This is awesome.
And the rest of you have to figure out who Batman is.
This is so cool. I'm like,
while playing poker at the same time.
This is such a good idea.
So not only do you have to like, you know, figure out who Batman is, but you have to have a game of poker at the same time.
It's $13 on Amazon. I'm buying it right now.
Are you buying it?
I'm buying it right now.
Oh man,
this is such a good
I know,
idea.
right? It's like little things like that, like make you happy to be alive.
God.
Yeah.
I'm going to the checkout.
It is cryptozoic.com. I think they make a whole bunch of games like that. Yeah, this is a fully licensed DC product, I should add. So this is some like weird third-party nonsense. This was released back in January. I only found out about it like a week or two ago.
God.
Yeah.
Just checking out.
Okay.
$13.75. That is not bad.
That is not bad at all.
Titanium says, if you think about it, the Joker is a pretty dumb name. It's a dumb character, but they made him a good character.
I mean,
you know?
they're all dumb names. The Riddler, Two-Face, Clayface.
Yeah. All right, it's coming Friday. I used our Wulff Den funds.
Nice. It'll be worth it. Now we have to do an episode on it.
Yep, we'll do a let's play of us. There's only 2 of us.
So we gotta make some friends.
We'll know who's who.
We gotta make some friends. We'll make it interesting. Everybody's got to dress as the character they drew.
Yeah, that'll take a long time.
Yeah,
that's such a good idea because those werewolf games, those werewolf type games are really good.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun,
especially when you add airsoft into the mix. Man, that is so good. Well, do we have another story?
No,
we're wrapping up right now. What's this Watchmen TV show?
Oh, so do you remember like a few weeks back I talked about how HBO is like planning a Watchmen TV show with Damon Lindelof, the guy who created Lost, but like nobody's really saying anything about it. It's just like an open secret that they're working on a Watchmen TV show.
Yes.
Today, Damon Lindelof put on his Instagram page. I forgot exactly what he said.
I'm on the article right now.
All right, so
it's a picture.
It's a picture of the base of a statue that says "Ingratitude," and his caption was "Day 1." Now, the base of that statue is influenced by this statue that Hollis Mason, the original Night Owl in Watchmen, has in his house that says "Ingratitude," and it's a statue of him. So this more or less confirms that the production on the Watchmen miniseries has begun. And that a Watchmen miniseries is coming to HBO. What that is, we still don't really know. We don't know if this is a miniseries adaptation of the comic. We don't know if this has anything to do with those before Watchmen comics or anything like that. All we know is Damon Lindelof is doing something Watchmen related with HBO.
Well, all right then.
Yes. That's all.
Okay. Now it's time to go into the chat and add some talk to you guys. Or you can use the hashtag WolffDenLive. Or you can leave a comment on last week's Wulff Den
If you left a comment in last week's Wulff Den Live, we will answer it now. Just like gang. How's Rapids going?
I think we get that comment every week.
Yeah.
I might mark that as a spam phrase. Titanium Brains. A lot of people are mad that Xenoblade 2 has a generic anime art style, but I think it's fine. I also think he left a lot of comments. What makes me mad is the character design. They hired a hentai artist to do the character design, and it really shows. I'll be honest. I'm not that interested. I'm not really into JRPGs. That being said, I think that I haven't noticed from the character design it being, hentai influenced.
Yeah.
But I look at Shulk in freaking Smash Brothers. He's almost naked.
Yeah.
So, like, that was without a hentai artist. They can't do much worse. But I think the game looks great. Nintendo Japan tweeted a picture of what it looked like when they first announced the game and what it looks like now.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're refining it really well.
Yeah.
Other studios would never do that because usually the first announcement is the best looking and then it degrades from there. Yeah. Augustin using the hashtag Wulff Den Live. Sadly, I'm not in the live because I went to see it. But still got a question. Will, did you read Avengers versus X-Men? I remember that series.
Yes.
That was a while ago. I read that.
That was good. I remember liking it. I know a lot of people hated that series. It ran way too long.
It ran way too long. It had way too many branches. I hate Marvel's events because they branch everything into all of these comics that you don't care about.
Yeah.
But it had a good ending. I liked it.
It did have a good ending. It has some really cool moments. The problem is when Marvel does like hero versus hero events, they always say like whose side are you on, but there's always one clear villain. And in Avengers vs. X-Men, Cyclops was the villain. No questions asked.
How is this standing up?
So I figured out like it's got this little thing right here, and then you put it in between these two.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then I guess like you can
Probably tilt it back. There you go.
There you go.
That's it. I figured it out.
Will Wulff, super genius.
Because it looks like the front. It looks like that clips into something,
Yeah.
but I guess it doesn't. All right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. 2 more with the hashtag.
Okay.
Will, this is Simone's take. Will, what comic book character, and Bob, what game characters would be on your version of Mount Rushmore? Batman.
Yes, Batman, Superman,
Luke Skywalker.
we talking.
Oh, that's not a comic.
Yeah, it's not a comic
or game.
If you're doing comics, it'd be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Spider-Man.
Okay. Video games: Sonic, Mario, Kyle Katarn,
And Pac-Man.
Sonic, Mario. Oh yeah, Sonic, Mario, Pac-Man, Mega Man.
I remember because I remember when Smash 4 when they announced those 4 characters and they had this one picture of them, and I said that's the Mount Rushmore video games.
Yeah,
right there.
Sonic, Mario, Pac-Man, Mega Man.
Yeah,
done. End of story. Last one: Titanium Brains. Bring back the backlog, and we will. We were supposed to film that 2 weeks ago, and we forgot.
We're working on it. Schedule's been busy. Also, I don't live here anymore.
No,
so that makes things a little hard. But
yes.
we got backlog in the pipeline. Promise. So from last week's Wulff Den Live, Mac 20. I think it's unfair that Nintendo of America is not selling the carrying cases from the Super Mario Odyssey and the Splatoon 2 Switch bundle separately. I am not buying 2 more Switches just to get 2 $20 cases.
I agree.
Yes.
Are you trying to collect everything?
Don't do that.
Is that what that sounds like? You're trying to
You'll
collect
drive yourself
every
mad.
Switch thing.
But
yeah, that is
ridiculous.
Well, okay. I think there needs to be some exclusive with this bundle.
They're trying to incentivize you to buy the bundle. I get that.
Because there is no value in the bundle.
There's none. Yeah.
You're almost paying a premium for this case.
Yeah.
That being said, the case kind of needs to be exclusive. However, they should release other cases.
Yes.
That are Super Mario Odyssey themed that you could buy.
Yeah.
That is what I think.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Philip Stanford, considering Sony is paying off Crapcom, this is a good pun. Don't expect any real support from them. P.S. What's up with Xenoblade Chronicle 2 hate? It looks like a better game every time they put up a new trailer. It's going to be so awesome.
That was what I was saying before.
Yep, we're just not into that. What he's saying about Capcom, that's not wrong. Sony is sinking a lot of money into Capcom because Sony is the reason why we have a Street Fighter V. They bankrolled that game just to get Steam rolling. And Capcom has said like they're very wait and see on the Switch.
I think they've waited and have seen.
Yeah.
They definitely got something.
Everything else, they're like a lot of what they're putting out is like ports and like emulations and stuff.
I'm on the fence about getting Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
I heard it's not good.
I know, but I want it because I loved playing 3 and getting just for the endings.
Yeah.
Of a lot of the characters.
I heard the fighting isn't bad, but it's 2-on-2 instead of 3-on-3.
Okay.
And apparently the single player is garbage.
The
Like,
story or everything?
Well, the story.
You can watch the cutscenes edited together on YouTube, which I might have to do, which is sad. But I kind of want. I don't know, because I love doing that for 3. It's so cheesy, but like interesting. I don't know,
but we live in an age where like, video game like fighting games have great stories now. Like what NetherRealm has been doing with Mortal Kombat and Injustice is like years ago you never would have thought that.
Yeah.
So like I think Capcom's trying to like keep up with the competition, but they're not doing a great job of it.
Yeah. Injustice has a really good story too.
Yeah.
That's in between the single player. I like that, the fighting games with the story.
Yeah, I haven't played Injustice 2 yet, but I heard it's just as good, if not better. And the 2 Mortal Kombat games have been outstanding.
What the hell's this guy's name? Jaquez? Jaquez? Anyway, calling Octopath Traveler's art style stupid. I'm going to have to unsub now.
Bye.
Did I call it stupid? I don't think I called it. I said what they called it was stupid.
Yes.
I don't think the arts, unless I did say it, I don't,
Maybe.
I don't think the art style is that stupid. I think that them calling it HD 2D or 2D HD, that is stupid.
Yeah.
It should be 8-bit HD.
Something like that.
Because it's not, because 2D HD would just be something like Mario Brothers for the Wii U.
Yeah. Eastwind 4869. Jesus, the standard Joy-Cons are neon red and neon blue. The Mario ones are just plain red. Christ.
Yeah, I saw that and then I looked it up and I was like, he's right.
Yep.
I screwed that up. I thought they were just regular red and blue, but they are titled neon red and neon blue.
Trevor Grover. What the F is a Mary O? Mary O is the little receptionist lady from the websites for Super Mario Maker.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Talk about how we pronounce it again.
Also, John replied to that comment and said, you should go watch Bob's How to Pronounce Mario video. Here's my problem with all the people who criticize me about how I say Mario. They all type it wrong. Mario is, the way I say it is Mario. Mario-. That is how I say it. Mario, that is not how I say it.
Yeah.
I'm aware that I say it in an unconventional way, but get my unconventional way right, okay? All right, I'm out of this.
This week's
here we go. Dragon Ball FighterZ is better, Cortland says. Dragon Ball FighterZ looks beautiful.
It does, yeah.
They did cell shaded 2.5D beautifully.
Yeah.
Graham says it should be called High Bit. HB. 2D HB.
I feel like there's just so many.
They should just not call anything.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Just say this is our game. This is what it looks like. So Fred is like inciting people to start talking about One Piece. I'm gonna ban One Piece as a term in the chat.
Yeah. One of these days I'll get around to reading it. I haven't forgotten. I've just been busy.
Lost but not forgotten.
Yeah.
Elijah, Wulff Den, have you played Puyo Puyo Tetris, and what do you think about it?
I've only ever played Puyo Puyo. And by that I mean Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Well, in that case, I've played it inside of Sonic Mania. No, I have not played Puyo Puyo. Is it like Dr. Mario?
Yeah.
Because Mean Bean Machine is like Dr. Mario.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I played that.
You've never played actual Mean Bean Machine?
No.
Really?
Never played it.
I have.
We just recently bought it like a year ago.
Did we?
Just to round out our Sonic collection for the
I remember playing it at a friend's house like years ago. But yeah, no, it's fun.
Good. Christmas. Mr. Christmas says, where can I get a Sonic sticker? You can get it at the link in our description. I think it's in our TeePublic store. It's in my TeePublic store. Is it in the Wulff Den TeePublic store?
I don't know.
Let's see. If not, I'll put it there. Oh, looks like it's not.
Oh, you better fix it.
I'll put it. Well, I'll just link you to mine, and then I'll fix it later.
El Barto, Will, do you like the Phantom comics? If you're referring to the Ghost Who Walks, the Lee Fawkes Phantom, funnily enough, I haven't read them. I don't really know much about the Phantom, but I'm currently listening to, the podcast How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
I'm listening to their episode on the movie The Phantom, based on this character. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Go. It's still on iTunes for free, so go listen. How Did This Get Made? The episode about the Phantom. Comic book writer Ed Brubaker is one of the panelists.
Jimmy Boy says you say Mario in the British way. Do I? I say it in the New York Italian American way.
Yeah.
That is the way I say it. There's another good one here. Oh, Graham asks Bob, do you still have the buttons that you didn't use for your Famicom Switch build? If you do, and you have no use for them, I would buy them from you. DM me. Yeah. I'm not going to sell them to you, but DM me anyway.
Live to Rock. Will, if you could write the Avengers, what characters would you put on the team? That's a tough question, boy.
The Avengers?
Yeah. I would definitely keep it the classic lineup. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye. Probably throw Spider-Man in there, because I feel like he should be an Avenger even though he's not. What is that, 6?
Spider-Man I like as an Avenger.
Yeah.
I like him
works.
because he's like half an Avenger.
Yeah, and let's put Captain Marvel, Cara Danvers on there. There you go. That's my Avengers.
And Mega Man.
Yeah, and
That is why I want to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because it's Marvel characters with Mega Man and Zero.
Yeah.
And they're fighting Ultron Sigma.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Oh, there's another thing in the chat I wanted to read, but I lost it now.
James, do you watch Futurama? Do we watch Futurama? Futurama is the second greatest show of all time, behind The Simpsons, obviously.
Behind the Terminator TV show. Somebody asked what color Joy-Cons I prefer playing. I lost it in the chat. Tim asks what color Joy-Cons do you prefer playing with? I prefer playing with the black Pro Controller. I don't really care. I don't look at the controller when I'm playing it, so it doesn't matter what color.
I just like how, depending on what color Joy-Con you have, you take it off and you slide it back in. The little bar that comes up is the same color as your Joy-Con.
Yes, except for my gold ones.
Right.
I did purchase decal for the back. That's why I sanded off the back thing. I purchased a decal for it. Hopefully that'll cover up the scratches. If not, maybe I'll paint it first, because I wish this red was more red. This is like an orange-ish, like light red. I want it to be like a dark red, like the Famicom is.
Yeah.
But I got a black decal to match the Famicom theme. All right. Will, what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know. I'm good. You need one more, or do you want to just say no?
Red Ned says I would put Thanos, Goku, Naruto, Mario, Master Chief, and Knack on Avengers. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wulff Den Live is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on youtube.com/WulffDen. If you can't make it, that's not a problem, bro. We put this up again on Thursdays, the whole show archive version, and you can leave a comment there and we will answer it on the following week's Wulff Den Live. Or if you prefer to listen to us in an audio setting, audio only, no visuals, that's cool too. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play as an audio podcast. And if you're there, subscribe to us there and rate us and review us, because that helps us with placement on those respective stores.
If you want to support us, all you got to do is watch and subscribe. That is it. But if you want to support us more, we now have these sponsors. The link is in the description if you're not here right now. Or you can just go to gaming.youtube.com/WulffDen, or just search us on gaming.youtube.com. And there's a little green sponsor button. Our sponsors right now are Fred, Samoan Stig, Robert, Batka, Mike, Timotizas. Have more pronounceable names if you're gonna sponsor. Tyler Hawley. thank you for sponsoring us and supporting our channel. Next time, I'll not forget to unmute the computer so we can hear the alerts. But if you subscribe or whatever that's called now, sponsors, you will show up on screen and it'll be all pretty. You will have we'll come up with perks, with more perks. Right now, the only perk is that your name has a little thing next to it in the chat, and you can use the little Sonic emote if you just click the little emote button. Also, you have special access to one of the closed channels in our Discord server. You can also have special access to that same server if you subscribe to me on Twitch. So you can either subscribe here or subscribe on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BobWolf, which I will be at in about a half an hour. And if you subscribe to me there, you get a free sketch card. I'm showing a lot of things. There's a lot of things to show. We got to have a more concise situation for this. Hopefully I'll stream more too now that YouTube has this deal going on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stream some Mario Maker. Remember when I used to do that?
Oh, that was fun.
That was the only game I liked streaming.
Yeah.
That, and I like Destiny, but no, I'd rather stream Mario Maker. Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. Like all those meat faces that we're getting in the chat. And now I can make two more emotes.
There you go.
And they're gonna be pretty much the same thing. All right. Thank you guys. See you on Twitch in half an hour. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.